Hello, this is Lauren Von Elm, and I will be going over the Gemini Home Entertainment series video of the Crusader Probe Mission. This is can be found on YouTube. It was released July 5th, 2021. It was made by someone who goes by the alias Remy Abode. I went over our solar system video in my last video. And now I'll be going over the other space theme video in this one. Um, so the opening title is of this basically fake planet. But the title screen here is like super glitched out. Like it is just fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. It was kind of like a finale type thing in the series. Before they kept going with some videos afterwards. So then we get like the intro to the actual like video. So it says it talks about a Crusader 5 probe. The probe's name is Crusader 5, and that after 12 years, they have kind of concluded the mission, and they're gathering all their findings. And it was a planetary flyby mission. Trying to get new data and photos, and specifically, they wanted to target the planets of Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. So, probe reached Jupiter in June 1982. And so they like show a couple of photos of the planet as it goes by, and then it also shows photos of some of their moons. So for Jupiter, it shows photos of. I don't know if the photos are accurate to what the moons would look like, but I do know which ones are actual moons. So first off, we have Callisto, moon of Jupiter, Europa, moon of Jupiter, and Io, moon of Jupiter, which are all real. They're all good. Everything's good here. So then, December 1985, the Crusader probe approaches Saturn. So first off, they see the photos of Saturn. They see Titan, moon of Saturn, Iapicus, moon of Saturn, and Chiron, moon of Saturn, which is a hypothetical moon that doesn't actually exist. It was cited by Hermann Goldschmidt in 1861, and no one has seen it since. So it's likely he kind of probably made it up to just be famous. But the Crusader took a photo of it. And then moving on, September 1991, Neptune. And then before we transfer into the photos of Neptune, there's a clip of static that says Saturn has 79 moons. It actually currently has 146 moons, but at the time this would have been made, it could have been less. During the mission, Crusader 5 photographed two of these moons. Sir, do you want to rephrase that? Because you showed us three moons, one of which doesn't exist. The Crusader 5 probe took a photo of something that doesn't exist. Whoo. And then they go to the photos of Neptune, but Neptune's missing. It's not there. It's who knows? Whoops. No photos of Neptune, I guess. And then it just moves on. It goes February 1992. Approaches first cluster. I'm sorry, what do you want to say to me? First cluster? So, first shows a photo of another hypothetical moon, Themis, moon of Saturn. This hypothetical moon was found by William H. Pickering on April 28th, 1905. And then we see two moons in one photo kind of fused together with this like organic tendril type stuff. Hestia, moon of Jupiter, and Caldula, moon of Uranus. And then we see another photo of Ceto, moon of Jupiter. By the way, the individual photos of like the individual moons, they're not looking too good. They're like a little bit deformed. Like something's clearly not going right here. And then it says December 1992, Crusader approaches. That's it, just Crusader approaches. It doesn't say what. I can come up with some ideas. But it shows photos, so I'll just get into those. First up, um, cyst moon of Iris. By the way, this this kind of links it in more with like what goes on in the series, but a cyst is defined as a sac or vesicle holding organisms in their dormant or larval stage, which ties in really well with the other videos of the series, which I highly recommend you watch the rest of the Gemini Home Entertainment series if you find these videos, if you want to know what's going on with the rest of the story on Earth and not just in space. There's umbilic, moon of Vitreous, umbilic, kind of like an umbilic cord, Yucconus, moon of Iris, spelled Yucous. I couldn't figure out the definition for this. I don't know if it was like a letter off from a Latin word that I just couldn't find or what, but whatever. Macula, moon of Iris. And a macula is an opaque spot on the cornea. Vitreous, moon of Iris. Vitreous as in resembling glass, like the glassy look of an eye. January 1993, gravitational pull. And you get to see the photos as it gets eaten by the iris. The Crusader probe is eaten by the iris. Fuck. And then even it shows little diagrams, which are really cool. If you want to share this with like someone who knows like anatomy, they go over like enters the esophageal grove, loxaral passage. I'm not an anatomy major. I don't know. I know the esophagus is like your throat, so it's being swallowed. Enters respiratory spinal complex. No idea what that means. Is its lung? It's like spine? I don't know. Enters lower sacral throat. It's at the bottom of the throat. Approaches conscious mind. And then instead of showing photos of like what the conscious mind looks like, it shows photos that make references to other videos in the series, which is wild and awesome. And then we go back into the slideshow presentation that says the Crusader 5 signal was lost for 7 months. And then we pick back up in May 1994. Crusader approaches Earth. And then we get like happy, cheery music as it ends off, and it's like little presentation bit, like, who knows what's in store for Earth next? Like, my brother, my 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 sister, my brother. I think Earth is dead. I think Earth is about to be eaten by the iris. I think you are about to be consumed, and you are very dead. I think we're all gonna go bye-bye in this dimension. Like, oh, I love this. This is just such a good series. I highly recommend you check out some other stuff, the other videos going on here. Because that's the end of the video, by the way. That is the end of the video. Amazing video, 10 out of 10. I think it was really interesting how they had moons that are considered like not hypothetical, or like they do not exist, and having the Crusader probe photograph them, because they don't say hypothetical moon in the video. Like if you didn't know anything about astronomy, you would miss that. You would miss that those aren't real moons. But if someone with astronomy knowledge watches a video, they're like, hold up, hold up, that's not right. And so they would get the lingering bit of horror sooner, which I think is wild and awesome. Uh, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you watched the actual video. Again, you can find this on YouTube very easily. Just look up Gemini Home Entertainment, Crusader Probe Mission, and you should be able to find it really easily. Um, yeah, I think that wraps this up. I will go on to the next video now. I hope you have a lovely night or day whenever you're grading this. Bye!